I'm not like masters or anything, so you could probably look at this deck and be like, "Oh, this is troll." But I still think this deck is a kind of a good idea, and could be a fun either meme tier deck or a fun like B C tier deck to play on the ladder. So yeah, I kind of just it's day one of the expansion. I didn't really test it out too much. I did a couple of changes from how I initially built it before today, but I just wanted to throw this deck out there, see if anyone kind of messed with this idea of a deck and maybe help me out to build this deck into something pretty crazy. So enough blabbing. This deck is Bildgewater Blade Dance, right? Nothing new, of course. People have been trying to do like MF Aurelia for a while now, but when I saw Ahri, I thought to myself, yo, I think Ahri is just the better Aurelia in Bilgewater Blade Dance. Um, if you didn't know, oops, accidentally accidentally took her out, but I'll put it back in. If you didn't know, Ahri, every time she attacks, she recalls the ally to the right of her, then strikes again, right? And then when she levels, after you recalled 6+ units this game, she does the same thing, but it's every attack and not just the first attack. So this deck basically, so with Ahri, you want to have good recall targets that like take advantage of her ability, right? So Dancing Droplet, Navori Conspirator, other cards, right? So this deck, I was thinking, well, Ahri kind of just recalls the Blade Dances for free, and also like it recalls Ribbon Dancer, giving you more Blade Dances, and also can recall your Jagged Taskmaster. So, because usually you only get to play one of these, like 1 to 2 of these per game, right? And these are a great help because they boost your blades off the Blade Dance, right? So, like every time you Blade Dance, your blades will have 2 attack on the first one, 3, 4, and so on and so forth, right? But you never get a chance to really play more than one Jagged Taskmaster, right? So, because even though this deck usually runs like lead and follow, you're never lead and following your Jagged Taskmaster. But Ahri kind of just takes advantage of her ability to just recall the unit to the right. And Jagged Taskmaster to me is a good target, especially in this deck. Misfortunes in this deck, of course, because every time you Blade Dance, it counts for her level up. So not only are you doing 1 to Nexus every time, but every time you Blade Dance, once you hit 4 attacks, she's gonna level up and then do 3 damage to Nexus and everything every time. So overall, this deck is really synergizing between Recall and Blade Dance, right? So you're gonna be looking to play like Droplet, the Mourned, Inspired Mentor on 1, Ahri on 2, or Jagged Taskmaster or Navori Conspirator. It's really tempo based, I think. Like it has very planned out turns. Like you can see what you want to do based off of your hand, and then it doesn't really run out of steam too much if you have Dancing Droplet. So I would say in the mulligan, always keep Dancing Droplet because this is your main draw engine, and you will recall Dancing Droplet a lot in this deck. Now, I'm not the best at explaining things as like deck building and stuff like that because, like I said, I'm gold. So, but I do think this deck is cool, and I wanted to show you guys this deck I was building. Maybe I'll do another video in a couple of days to update you guys on how it's going. Maybe I'll play this on the ladder, see how I can do. Also keep in mind that this is day 1. So the gameplay you're about to see is like people probably just testing out new decks, not gonna be really against the meta. And also there might be people like me who are building these like kind of weird fringe decks that you wouldn't really see on the ladder. But I still think this deck is cool. I have 2 games for you guys to show it off, and that's about it. So a couple of things I want to say before I let these 2 games play out. The deck code will be in the description. And as far as playing the deck goes, is basically you want to mulligan for either a Jagged Taskmaster or one of your champs. Elusives work really good with Ahri. Blade Dance works really good with Misfortune. So depending on what you see in your opening hand is how you're gonna try to mulligan for each specific champion. If you don't see your champions, it's okay. The elusives are usually enough to hold you over until you draw one, or you just beat them down with elusives and Blade Dance. But your key pieces are basically Jagged Taskmaster, Ahri, and MF. The rest kind of just flows together into your win con. Another disclaimer that I probably forgot to mention in the intro is that obviously there's better versions of decks that use Ahri. I'd argue that the Bandle City one with like Fizz or Poppy is better than this deck, but I still feel like this deck could be good slash maybe competitive if it's built right.
I bring clarity. Time for a leap of faith. Look sharp, unyielding. I know a way.
Love ya.
Looking for a daring escape? You'll soon understand my methods. To protect all. Never submit. This is part of the training.
Showtime. Mwah. All on the shoulders. That's Captain Fortune. Listen up. Let's dance.
Shh, quietly.
I am the protector of the mountain.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that.
Quietly now.
That's how we do things in Bildgewater. Let me at him.
Hide for a moment, run forever. The hunter approaches.
They picked the wrong row?
I live for those who do not.
Closing in on the mark.
I will mourn you.
I go where the winds blow. For now. Steps into moonlight. Can't win 'em all, eh?
When rhythm takes hold, there's no time for fear.
Catch me if you can.
true as one heart to another.
Hide and seek, huh?
You'll thank me later.
Astounding curiosities lie ahead.
Get me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
Right steps.
Deep breath now.
Breathe.
This isn't part of the training.
Too slow. Too slow. Wild hearts should run free.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Something for the road.
The forest surrounds us.
I'll catch them.
Meet again.
Mere playthings. Easy does it. Persistence is key.
Ready to run.
My sweet bun.
Showtime.
This one's trouble.
Let's dance.
Beneath notice.
No prey, no pay.